On today's IRS tax refund update, we will take a look at the latest developments as we have seen a massive increase in the amount of unprocessed tax returns in the last week, which will take tax processing and ultimately refund delays well into the summer and into the fall. So we will recap that as well as the latest batch of tax refunds scheduled for release. And we will check in on those tax refund delays under the 570 transcript code and progress on those amended tax returns. Now, starting off with the latest, as the next round of direct deposit tax refunds is scheduled for release as confirmed by the refund status results and tax transcripts seen here. And if you are part of this latest refund batch, do allow up until May 6th for it to post to your bank account before initiating a payment trace with the IRS for a non-received tax refund. Meanwhile, the IRS has released the latest set of tax processing numbers, which now show a significant increase in unprocessed tax returns to now over 3 million, which is up by over 1.5 million returns since our last update. Although we had been expecting a steady increase in the amount of unprocessed tax returns, we actually saw a decrease when we reported last week, so this recent development is a cause of concern, and not only indicates tax processing will continue through the summer months into the fall, but that the Taxpayer Advocate Service is going to see a massive increase in the amount of cases being opened to help taxpayers attempt to receive those refunds once they begin accepting new cases. Moving on to those tax refund delays, as we continue to hear from a significant amount of viewers impacted by delays with the 570 tax transcript code, such as the one seen in this viewer-submitted tax transcript, there have been several questions about the 570 tax transcript code and why it is showing a future date as seen here. Now, this is because the IRS computer must assign a date to every single code that appears on your tax transcript, whether it is a letter or tax credit, and in the case of the 570 code, the date that is set is the target date the IRS system has set for completion of the task. Now, in this case, the 570 code indicates a stop on tax processing, which requires further action, such as an exam by an IRS processor or a documentation request, due to a variety of reasons, specifically income verification or paperwork for a credit being claimed. It is also important to note that the date is not definite and can change several times, particularly as it relates to the issue regarding the return hold. Also, in a majority of cases, IRS phone representatives will simply tell those calling in to call back in 30, 60, 90, or 120 days and that they have no further information to provide, as it seems the only instance where a possible resolution can be found is if the hold is due to ID verification. But even then, some have not been told over the phone this was the cause of their delay, which essentially makes calling in pointless. Moving on to amended tax returns, as we are seeing a significant increase not only in the amount of those returns being processed, but also the speed of processing, which is about 2 to 3 months at this point. Now, this is compared to last year, where average processing of amended returns took between 6 and 7 months, however. In some cases, it took up to 14 months, which was a common occurrence the year before that, in 2022. Now, while the 2 to 3 month figure is an average, there will be instances where the processing of amended returns may take longer depending on the cause of the amendment, but also if the IRS requests additional paperwork during processing. As a reminder to check the Where's My Amended Return feature on the IRS website to monitor your amended return status, and not the Where's My Refund option. However, the recommendation continues to be to check your tax transcript for regular updates. Meanwhile, we still have viewers impacted by the 810 Refund Freeze code on their tax transcripts, which can be due to a variety of reasons. And the top likely causes include the particular credits being claimed, such as those that have seen a significant amount of fraud, such as the fuel tax credit, and others that are being thoroughly reviewed, such as some claims for the earned income tax credit and solar credit. ID verification has been another cause for some refund freezes, as well as some returns being reviewed for self-employment income, and those specifically flagged under the Frivolous Return Program and Tax Shelter Detection Team. In most cases, aside from ID verification, the taxpayer simply must wait if impacted by a refund freeze for either the IRS to request additional paperwork or complete the necessary review of the items in question. Let us know in the comments section below about your ongoing tax issue. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.